Samsung skipped the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona this year and instead went for its own unpacked event to launch its new Samsung Galaxy S10e, the Galaxy S10 and the largest of the three, the Galaxy S10 Plus. We've had this device in our Berlin editorial office for a few weeks now. Our Italian editor Simone has been testing the device and we can bring you this full video review. We have unboxed this phone in a separate video. If you'd like to watch that, I'll leave the video in the card. You don't change a winning team, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This seems to be Samsung's motto for 2019, at least in terms of design. Despite the fact that most of the aesthetics are undoubtedly reminiscent of the hallmarks of the company's famous high-end smartphone series, this year Samsung has managed to extend the screen-to-body ratio even more. It has done this by further reducing the top and bottom bezels, a process made possible by the adoption of the new Infinity O display. The company claims its new 6.4-inch dynamic AMOLED panel is the best in the world. It's a claim that was backed up by the experts at DisplayMate. Samsung said it was possible to achieve this definition and colour accuracy thanks to OLED technology, but also thanks to HDR10 Plus support. The front cameras have been inserted into two holes cut out with extreme precision by a laser. It's a solution that immediately seemed to me very intelligent, but above all, it's consistent with the manufacturer's stance to avoid the notch. But is this really a proper solution to the notch? To be honest, for me, it's a matter of taste. Let us know which you prefer in the comments, notch, Infinity O display, or nothing at all. Apart from this detail, the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus does not differ too much from its predecessor. The physical buttons are the same and are located on the respective sides, and to my surprise, Samsung has decided to keep the headphone jack on the bottom very much alive. Under the hood is the new Exynos 9820 processor supported by 8GB of RAM. There's also a 12GB version. There's also 128GB, 512GB, or a rather whopping 1TB of internal storage. Once again, the storage is expandable via microSD up to an additional 512GB. This year's hardware has absolutely nothing to fear from its competition, and the Galaxy S10 Plus moves smoothly within all tasks. This is the exact experience without disappointment that you would expect from a high-end device. But the magic this year happens when you flip over your smartphone. On the back of the new Galaxy, the camera section has been renewed by the presence of a new sensor. We know the first two sensors very well. The main one is a 12-megapixel dual pixel, the second is a telephoto lens with a 2x optical zoom. While the new sensor is an ultra-wide angle capable of taking pictures with a field of view up to 123 degrees. As for the first two lenses, we're not sure that it's exactly the same as last year, but in any case, the incredible results obtained by the camera of the Galaxy S10 Plus were possible thanks to the enormous work done by Samsung on its image processing software. You must understand the pictures we were able to take with the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus were more than satisfactory. If you're interested in reading more about the 5 cameras on this device, you can read Simone's in-depth camera review that's up on AndroidPIT.com right now. Another thing you may have noticed is the lack of a fingerprint reader. This year, Samsung has finally decided to put it under the display with a new ultrasound technology that, contrary to what has been said, had on several occasions not felt quite so fast and effective for me. However, it still offers more advantages than an optical reader, especially in the field of biometric security. You will also be happy to know that the battery life is no longer one of the negative things on these Galaxy phones. In fact, the new 4100 mAh cell guarantees 24 hours of use without any problems. This is thanks mainly to the software, the new processor and its dedicated MPU unit that, by learning from your daily use, is able to automatically manage the power and energy consumption. The only negative note here is that the fast charging is still via cable, once again at 18 watts. But at the same time, the wireless charging has been enhanced, and in addition, the Galaxy S10 Plus is able to charge other smartphones and accessories through its wireless power share feature. It's also known as reverse charging, and it's just like we've seen already on the Mate 20 Pro. So despite a few negative points, and I'm talking about the performance of that in-display fingerprint sensor, the 2D facial scanning and that 18-watt fast charging, the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus is definitely one of the smartphones to beat this year. You can read the full review, it's up on AndroidPIT.com right now, and if you like this video, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to AndroidPIT.com for all the latest tech news. I've been David, and thank you very much for watching.